Hello guys, welcome to another tutorial. So today we're gonna do something different. So here I have Bolt.ai. All of you know Bolt already. So if you don't know, you can go back to one of my tutorials and check the tutorials I did on Bolt and the open source version of it. So today we're gonna look at how we can hack Bolt, the open source version of this. We're going to uh, we're going to optimize it, so that we can get better output and it can give us a better result when building with Bolt.diy. So this is forked from Bolt.new, which was originally open source, and this has been contributed. It was worked on uh, by this guy. There's a so this was forked from Bolt.new, and since then a lot of people has contributed to it. You can see, yeah, a lot of people have contributed to it. So, and it's made available as open source. So all you need to do is create a fork version and download it locally to use Bolt locally with your own LLM. So it now supports different LLMs. And you can, by just adding your API key, you can choose which LLM you want to use, which large language model. So but in this tutorial I'm going to be using OpenAI. In my last tutorial, I showed some of its limitations and how it is far from the original. The results you get from this is a bit different from the results you get from the original Bolt. So I was able to show you that. But today I'm going to show you how you can mitigate that and how you can optimize Bolt, and so as to get better results. So what you want to do first of all is you want to fork this. So I already have created a fork. This is my own forked version of this. So I'm going to you can sync the fork here. Once you fork it and there's an update, you can just click sync to sync it with the original repo. So we're going to clone this. I'm going to show you also how you can set it up. If you want more information, you can go and check my previous tutorials on this, on Bolt. So today is going to be a quick one. I'm going to create a folder called Bolt, and then we're going to, so I have a folder called Bolt here. I'm going to clone it in here. I'm just going to run mda and then run git clone. So we've done that. Let's cd into the app. So once you cd, the next step is you can just follow the repo. You'll see a lot of information there and how you can install it. These are the prerequisites. You need to have npm and node.js server and also Python installed. But I think this version, the previous version, you need to have Python install, but this version use more of uses more of front end. So probably you will need just Node. You can see Git and Node. So yeah, you no longer need Python for this version, unlike before. So once you do that, you can see all of the steps here. You clone it. After you clone it, you can install your uh, environment using this. So we're going to go to Windows. We're going to use PMP here. You need to run this command if you don't already have npm installed on your system. I already have this installed, so I'm just going to go with this straight to install the packages. So you just run this, install the packages, and then once it's complete, you need to update the env by entering the credentials for the one you're using. So we're going to be using OpenAI credentials. So you can see this is done. Let's open it in a code editor. So we have our code editor here. The first thing you want to do is check the env.example and create a new .env file. .env file. So just copy this .env.example, go back to .env here and save it. Now you can see all the AIs we have here: DeepSeek AI, Open AI, like Together API key. You have virtually all the AIs we have here, Olama is, and all that. So I'm going to be using just this OpenAI. You can just add your kits to it. I'm going to do that now, and then we'll continue. So I've done that. I've updated my API keys. I won't be showing that in this video because I know we have some people who want to take advantage of that. This is looking like a Vite application. If you take a good look at it, for those of you who work with Vite, I don't usually work with Vite. I don't work with Vite. Most times I work with Next.js. But looking at this, you can see Vite configuration here. This seems to be a Vite application, and if you look at Vite is it's based off of React, just as Next.js is based off of React. So first of all, we want to understand what we're working with. This is Vite here. This is Vite. So this is what it is made of. You can see the building tools for the web. Vite is blazing fast front end built to powering the next generation web application. You can see it's featured the instant server start, lightning fast HR, rich features, optimized build. You can see all that. So I think one day I'm going to look into this and probably create a tutorial on this. On this Vite. So basically, this is not what's the reason why here. The reason why here is we want to optimize this application. So let's run the application and see, first of all, how it's working. So to run it, you use PMP run dev, and then it will host it locally on a local host port. You can see data fetching has changed and all that. Now it's hosted on this port. So let's go into it. You can see looking similar to Byte. You know. So what's happening? I don't know. Let's see. Is there an error somewhere? Reloading. Okay. Let me reload it manually. Okay. So it detected OpenAI keys and it has loaded it. You can see here, you can select the OpenAI key. So let's first of all ask it to create a to-do app with the ability to update and delete to dos. Let's see what it will create. So it's setting up the application. You can see running the command and see all that, creating index.html, the JSX, CSS and all that. So you can see each step here, how each step is running. Let's wait for it to complete. So you can see it has created a to-do app. Say clients project 1. Add this. You can see the client project 2. Let's add it again. So we can edit. Let's say 1A here. Click on update. You can choose to delete. So it seems to be working fine. But I don't like the UI, you know. So I want it to use the best principles in everything. So let's dig deep into this Bolt. If you look at it, you can see here is the types. Let's go through the folder. We have here the public folder where all the logos are stored. You can see all the logo is here. This is the node module icons. This is where all the icons are. So we don't need this. We don't need this public folder. These types, we don't really need it. You can see the function at here. So you can see the docs are here. The docs will be here. You know, but we're not if you look at, you can look at this CD, the Bolt.diy docs. You know, this is where I think it is being hosted. You can see it there. And then this is the app folder. If you have worked with Next.js, you know the app folder is where usually the route is handled and most of, you know, the front end component is. So you can see here, we can see the route here also. So this route is probably where what we need. This will be probably the back end, you know, the API where it's making API calls. You can see the library. So these are what we want to take a look at. Let's look at the routes first. here we have the chat action. This is where the chat action is handled, you know. But this is not what we are looking for. API enhancer, API model. You can see there. So, but what we are looking for is in here. So let's go to the library folder and let's just take a look at what is there. We have the fetch here. We have the crypto module here. But what we are looking for is where the prompt is. So I'm just going to do a quick search. I think I've forgotten where the prompt is. You can see use prompt in answer here. Let me search. What I want to look for is where the system prompt is. System prompt. Good. So this is prompt. This is what we are looking for. So this is the prompt, that is powering this AI. And this is what we want to optimize. This is what we want to optimize. So basically, I'm going to optimize this, especially the system prompt. This is the system prompt. So this preliminary line, this is what I want to update. Look at it. Yes, just says you are both an expert AI assistant and exceptional senior software developer with vast knowledge across multiple language frameworks and practices. That seems too simplified for me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to update the prompt and we're going to use something more concise. So I'm going to just change this to this. Let's take a look at what we have there now. We have you are both an advanced AI assistant and senior software engineer with deep experience in a wide range of programming language frameworks and industry leading best practices with a keen understanding of modern UI UX design principle. You seamlessly combine technical knowledge with cutting edge design thinking to deliver intuitive, visual appealing, and highly functional software solutions. So I'm just going to save that, and the app is going to reload. You can see it does reload. So I'm just going to copy the prompt. No, okay, that's not it. This is it. No, this is it here. I'm going to copy the prompt that we use in the first instance. You can see now that it has changed the design. It has changed the design. The design has changed. You can see. But let's just compare with what let's redo this and compare with what we had previously. We're gonna start a new chat. And then we're gonna drop this and let's see. It's going to do, just like we saw then, like Let's wait for it to finish implementation. So you can see now we have a beautiful UI compared to the previous one. We have an intuitive UI here. So let's add work time. Let's add groceries. You can see what is. I'm going to ask it to add more margin between the two items. So let's wait for it to. So it has completed. Let's try it out. And I also updated the prompt. I updated the prompt a little bit here by adding ensure to design each component with visual appealing style, pick a theme, and use proper padding and spacing between items. So you can see now, this is far much more better than what we had before. And now you can build beautiful applications, visual appealing applications and more advanced applications, because by just modifying the prompt. So if you do, to take this to the next level, you need to know more about prompt engineering. So you can see by just adjusting the prompt, we have a whole much more advanced application that can take care of things. So basically, if you want to take this further, you need to know more about prompt engineering. So there's a Amazon book. I'm going to link it down there on prompt engineering. You need to know more about the techniques you can use, to optimize prompts. So you can take a look at it. It's just I think $4 or so, which it will teach you about the different types of prompting technique we have for AI. Now you can take it from there. So I hope this tutorial has been able to you've been able to learn one or two things from this tutorial. So, but if you gained from this tutorial, kindly ensure you click on the subscribe button and you turn on the notification for new updates. I'll be dropping new updates weekly, so kindly like and subscribe. See you next time.